For our North Country history lesson, we preview a bit of history of arts and traditions.
Emily Griffin tells us about raised beadwork and corn husk dolls.
Long before European settlers established the North Country as their own, the Haudenosaunee people were here. Today and tomorrow, there's an opportunity to learn about some of their cultural traditions. Two speakers will be presenting in Sackets Harbor tonight at 7 o'clock and tomorrow from 10 a.m. until noon.
Particularly the art of raised beadwork making and also corn husk dolls.
The corn husk dolls are both a nod to Haudenosaunee and the North Country's agricultural capabilities.
In this area, of course, the Haudenosaunee were raising corn, beans, and squash, called the Three Sisters. And so from that, they used every part, and the part of the corn that would normally be discarded was the husk. And they began to create baskets, mats, and of course the corn husk dolls.
The other topic of this weekend's presentations is the history of raised beadwork. One of the presenters, Dolores Elliott, has perhaps the largest known collection of such works.
So this is an opportunity to hear about Haudenosaunee culture, and these are two very experienced ladies who will be doing those presentations.
More information can be found at naturalheritagetrust.org or on our website, wwnytv.com. Emily Griffin, 7 News.